Welcome to StarCon International, your go-to channel for the latest global headlines. Today, May 21st, 2025, we're diving into the biggest updates in stock markets, technology, bilateral relations, strategic partnerships, trade, and global affairs. Stay tuned for a quick, comprehensive breakdown. Global stock markets are buzzing. India's Sensex and Nifty indices saw gains, with small-cap 100 up 1.86% and mid-cap 100 up 0.94% last week, driven by optimism in trade talks. However, concerns linger over proposed U.S. tariffs, including a 5% tax on remittances, which could impact Indian households and the rupee. Meanwhile, global markets surged after U.S.-China trade talks eased tariff tensions, with a 90-day tariff pause boosting investor confidence. In tech, the UK and Japan signed a memorandum on quantum technology collaboration, focusing on research, investment, and security standards. Meanwhile, China's DeepSeek released an upgraded AI model, DeepSeek V30324, excelling in coding and math. India's role in global tech grows, with Novo Nordisk expanding its Bengaluru center, handling 50% of the company's global drug safety assessments, reinforcing India's rise in AI and pharmaceutical R&D. Bilateral ties are strengthening globally. India and the U.S. are advancing a bilateral trade agreement, with talks set to conclude by fall 2025, focusing on tariff reductions and supply chain resilience. The UK and India finalized a free trade pact, cutting tariffs on 90% of British goods, boosting trade by $34 billion by 2040. The EU-UK Joint Committee met in London to discuss the Brexit withdrawal agreement, setting the stage for a major summit. India and Qatar elevated their ties to a strategic partnership, aiming to double trade to $28 billion by 2030, with Qatar committing $10 billion in investments. The US-UK trade deal, announced May 8, offers lessons for India, emphasizing balanced tariff cuts. Global trade grew 3.4% in 2024, but new US tariffs on Chinese goods and steel imports signal challenges ahead. India's trade negotiations with the US include a forward most favored nation clause to ensure competitive terms. In global affairs, India and China are working to stabilize ties post-2020 Galwan clashes with progress on border disengagement. The Israel-Hamas conflict remains tense with limited aid allowed into Gaza. Ukraine became the world's largest arms importer, reflecting ongoing tensions with Russia. These developments highlight the complex interplay of internal stability and external diplomacy shaping 2025. That's today's global roundup from StarCon International. From markets to diplomacy, we've got you covered. Don't miss out, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and follow us on social media for daily updates. Share your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you tomorrow with more news that matters.